Hey everybody, welcome to Morethanmeetstheseguys. We're here on Mask Monday. Thanks for being here again this week. We took last week off. I had a birthday and I decided I'm going to be a lazy bum. So the only thing we really did was the new comics.
Happy
So,
Bum Day.
yes. Well, we did the GoBots too, but anyways, so we're back.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm back with, of course, Boo, the excellent underground.com.
Howdy.
And he's angry. Um, he got angry Jeeper Creeper up.
Angry Jeeper Creeper.
So we this is a fun episode because we are from the southeast area. Mardi Gras is big.
We live on each side of Louisiana, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So
Yeah.
I've been to Mardi Gras and like where I'm from, Pensacola. Participated in it. I've been to and been participated in Mobile, where it's actually started from. I've never been to it during Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but I've seen the aftermath. I'm just like, you know what? I don't feel like being, getting that crazy in New Orleans
I've
where I
had
don't have.
friends and family who have gone to Mardi Gras in New Orleans,
Hmm.
and they're like, if you want to get beer spilled on you and peed on, then
Exactly.
that's that's where you go.
If you want to
In
slip
fact,
on
wear
the,
good shoes. People like shudder at seeing people in open-toed shoes at Mardi Gras because I mean, there's literal piss on the streets from,
vomit.
it's not New Orleans' fault. It's the partiers who are very drunken, and some people just whoop it out and go right there.
Yep.
And
And also the fact, I mean, when you go to when you go to New Orleans, you usually have the smell of urine and throw up, and that's
it
just,
it's like an aftermath of a party.
yeah,
Yeah,
constantly.
it is. Yeah, it's a
Now,
party town.
I do
But
love New Orleans. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but you have
this
your
is not a knock on New
expectations.
Orleans, but
Expectations.
if the visitors to New Orleans would conduct themselves more, I guess what's the word I'm looking sanitarily? Is that even a word? If they would just be more sanitary
More
in the
civil.
way they conduct themselves, yeah, then it wouldn't be so bad. But you get people liquored up and having fun and all their inhibitions are gone, then part of the inhibitions is I'm gonna pee on this wall and that's
When
gonna run
you're
right into the street.
when you have people running around with a whalebone glass, which is this long glass with the thing on the end of like opening on the top, drinking the drink that has 151 proof rum in it,
Ugh.
and then whatever else they're drinking that night, there's gonna be problems. I spent 20 years in the liquor and wine business. I've seen a lot of that stuff.
I think 2003 was the last time I drank 151 and it made me so sick that I've
It's
like
Yeah.
it
Well,
turns my stomach to even hear about 151. That and 99 bananas. That's the two that I'm like, nope, never
so
again.
funny thing about 99 bananas, that's one I enjoy having like mixed in a cocktail every so often. If I want to just have one drink, any of the 99 apples, bananas, or whatever, it's like if I'm just gonna have one drink, I'll have a shot of that and I'm good. It gets
It
me.
tastes like the Laffy Taffy version of bananas.
I love that flavor. I love That's my favorite
Is that
flavor,
supposed to
Laffy
be the
Taffy.
flavor of that like extinct banana that you can't get anymore or
Yeah,
something? Yeah.
that's I love it. It is. I love banana Laffy Taffies so much. It also has the same flavor as like the banana now and laters, but those I don't do those anymore because
Yeah.
I like having teeth in my mouth. But
Actually,
that's
you can still get those like old bananas, like they're rare or not as rare, but they're not as common because, there's a blight on them. But I would actually like
well,
to try some just to see if they actually taste like
are
that.
they like the little ones?
I have no idea, man.
Well, the
I've never encountered one where I would have
no.
had
Well,
something to say
also,
about the way they taste because
oh,
I love
also
bananas.
they same flavor as banana runts candy.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
those
see, it's
things.
that artificial banana flavor. It's
Mm.
like, are
So
there even any bananas in 99 bananas?
no, 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 no. It's probably like otter anal gland flavoring or something like that, and it tastes like bananas or something weird like that. That we'll
This
get
is not
they'll
a critique of the 99 bananas company. Don't
dude.
sue us.
That's what honestly, there are some flavors that you get weird ways, and I'm just throwing a hypothetical kind of funny thing out there. It's
Hey,
not I'm
I'm
not
all
doing
about my crush bug red food coloring.
seriously. I mean, when you have that a lot of
I
God,
think it was the vanilla you're thinking of. Like there's some kind of
that's what
artificial
it
vanilla
was.
that's made out of like beaver glands or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was like I said, I was being facetious with that, but yeah, we get
Yeah.
flavors from weird places. Um,
Is there anything we won't eat?
I
I
mean,
mean,
I'm
pl
about to take this down to a really serious and sad part now, where we're talking about horseshoe crabs and the blue blood, but we're not going to do that.
well, I'm just saying, plants evolve defenses and we turn them into spices.
You're not wrong.
We're like, oh, hey, let's try to breed that together to make even more of those toxins, those yummy, yummy toxins.
Capsaicin? Oh boy, can we have
Yeah,
more?
that's supposed to discourage mammals from eating it, so I guess birds can spread the seeds because birds can't taste it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And that
we're
they'll
like,
eat it, spread all the seeds everywhere.
yeah, and we're like, ooh, can we just get that stuff and put it on all our food?
Not only that, can we breed it so that it's the worst possible heat ever?
Oh
Million
yeah,
capsaicin. Can we do more of that? And people are like, "Oh, hurt me more, Daddy."
I've
And
been forbidden from trying a Carolina Reaper.
are you one of those people who loves the hot?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
And when I was at field camp, they had ghost peppers there, and I was like knocking those things out.
oh, I can't do it,
It,
man. I I like
I mean,
spice.
it catches up with you later on the way out, but
I like spice, but I like there to be a flavor to it. You know what I mean? Like I love me some good hot sauce. There is Golden Sriracha, which is it's Three Rivers brand puts it out. It's a sriracha, but has a different flavor than the red sriracha.
yeah.
It's kind of a sweet spice.
Hmm.
Really like that. We use it a lot in I think Filipino food. You'll see it. Um, but yeah, if there's a flavor to it, I know it's not a real Mexican hot sauce. Cholula, I think it's made by a British company. I love that hot sauce,
Those
but
colonizers are everywhere.
I know. And I love a lot of like a lot of your like Texas Pete and that sort of thing. I love hot sauces to a certain dude. I had a great hot soy sauce at one point that I loved. It was like a spicy soy sauce. It was sweet, the salty, and also yeah, butt clenchingly hot. But it because it had that flavor, I was
Hmm.
all about it.
And see,
But,
I eat it therapeutically because, like we were talking earlier, I have bad sinuses,
mhm.
and the spice just opens up my airways,
And that makes a lot
especially,
of sense.
and even like Chinese food, like, and wasabi, like the hot horseradish spice.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah, that'll
man,
open
that'll
right up.
just open me right up. That's medicine. That's not
So
even
well,
food. That's
yeah.
medicine.
See, we had some Chinese the other night. I love me some General's chicken, and I like
Hmm.
it with the red peppers in there, a little spice to it.
Hmm.
That makes you feel good and warm inside.
Yeah.
But I
I'll take
also
that and dip that in the hot horseradish mustard. Just to really,
I put hot
really,
horseradish mustard on my spring rolls.
yeah.
I
But
don't dip them in soy sauce or anything like that. Duck
but
sauce.
you know who mastered using capsaicin in
Who
their
did?
culinary arts?
Who did?
Louisiana.
And
This
where
is
we
where we're
at?
going with mass today.
Woo. Man, we're at Mardi
I
Gras.
guarantee.
There was one person I said you better be in this episode, and he was. We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
We'll get there. So Mardi Gras mystery.
Oh yeah. So we start out in New Orleans, and we have a nightmare parachuting down into a waiting crowd. It's a clown in a parachute. Like, so anyone with calorophobia, this is your nightmare.
They're
And he has
invading.
good aim.
They're
He aimed it
invading.
right on the X. I mean, he caught the spot right there.
They're all
And did you?
dressed. Hmm?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, that's where
So
I was going.
they're all dressed up like it's Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Mardi Gras. It's
Uh-uh.
historical fiction party. Yeah, because we have a Cleopatra. I saw Julius Caesar, a Roman centurion. We
Robin
had a
Hood.
masked musketeer.
Yeah.
Then we had a green pumpkin head. Like this guy had like a green gourd on his head. A pirate, a monk in white, a cosmonaut, an Elizabethan woman, and then we had a woman who looks like Sailor Moon in tuxedo mask, illegitimate child.
That's actually probably more accurately when they and then people dress up for Mardi Gras. That's more like what they dress up like.
Didn't Deke do Sailor Moon?
Was that? Oh yeah, yeah.
Or did
No,
they just distribute it? I
they
don't
just
know.
distributed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It just
Sailor
seems
Moon's anime, man.
adjacent.
The
Yeah.
that's with God, trying to think with with all that together, see, you would have. Okay, let me break this down for people who don't know. People around the world and people in different parts of the country may not know this. So generally with Mardi Gras, you have different crews, Krewe, and the crews will have different themes. My mom and my dad at one point they were always involved in Mardi Gras. Like one year they all dressed up like pirates. They had like garish pirate outfits. That was years before pirates were popular. They'll do things like I God, they'll like one year my mom's crew did MASH. They all dress up like MASH characters from the movie, not the TV show. Um, they will be like they will be people who dress up like oh in togas like a Roman, Senate or something. And that's each Mardi Gras crew has a different theme, and they'll have a big, we'll sit and see this in this episode, party, big floats. Well, they'll ride on a through a parade, and they'll throw beads and they'll throw doodads and stuff all dressed up, and then they'll have a party dressed like they are, but they're not like 20 different things in one crew. It's all gonna be a theme together. So that's why this is kind of weird. Like if there were a bunch of like Robin Hood and his merry men all together in Friar Tuck, that'd be one thing. If there were all a bunch of cosmonauts and astronauts together, that'd be another thing. But this is all a mishmash.
Yeah, it's like a sampler platter.
Yeah, exactly. In the spirit of how Mardi Gras goes, it's right, but the execution's wrong. It's like someone had say they read something in an old book about Mardi Gras, and they're like, I can make people in all kinds of costumes. Sure.
This is before they had the internet to
Yes. Yeah.
check on this stuff.
But by the way, and Mardi Gras working in a crew, working that part of it is extremely fun also. It's a lot of work and a lot of preparation, but it's also a big party, and that
It's like
everyone
having competing art collectives.
it is, except it's almost like they're all also big social clubs. Like they'll
Yeah,
go do things all together and stuff like that. So
right.
it's a social community for people. It's not just an excuse to go to get drunk because a
It's
lot of them,
fancy.
yeah. And and you always have a big Mardi Gras ball every year, which I did one year, you know, all pails and white tie event. It was yeah, it was pretty fancy. I had a good old time. But anyways, sorry, I overtaken the whole this thing here. Mardi Gras kind of cool, kind of fun, just not a you're not like we described New Orleans, just sitting around and get hammered and pee everywhere. That's the
Evan's
visitors.
having like wartime flashbacks of Mardi Gras over here.
Yeah, that's just the visitors who go there to party and go inhibition free.
Yeah,
In there
the,
too.
the people that leave.
And they love it when they leave. Like, please spend your money, but also leave.
Yes.
Anyways, um,
So we see Matt Tracker, who's dressed as Robin Hood.
mhm.
Scott Tracker is dressed as a cowboy, and T Bob is dressed as a Native American Indian.
Appropriating that culture again, T-Bob.
Yeah,
It's not good. It's not a good look.
it's yeah, and there are no beads in sight at this Mardi Gras.
That's another thing I noticed.
Yeah,
Um, oh,
it,
and they are doing cool floats. They're all kinds of crazy looking floats.
well, it's funny too because the parades, at least these days, I don't know how they were back in '85, but they're known for public displays of nudity.
In New
Because
Orleans, yes.
it's a Mardi Gras is a celebration before Lent where you get all
Mhm.
your inhibitions out. It's basically they call it Carnival
Yeah.
in other places where it's farewell to the flesh. You're like, oh, we're saying goodbye to all our fleshly desires for Lent.
That's
So
yeah, thanks for that little bit of that. That's why Mardi Gras is essentially originally Catholic. And
get all your sinning out of the way now because the next 40 days it's going to be dry. So
yep, party. That's what you have Fat Tuesday. Fat
yeah,
Tuesday's the last day you go crazy before Ash Wednesday when you
yeah.
start Lent. So
So it's kind of funny that he's taking Scott to see the floats, before they're out on the parade because Scott's probably not going to be allowed to be at the parade because it's not a thing for children at all.
no.
I mean, there's I've heard stories of like people just doing it right there on the side of the street.
Mhm.
Yeah, as the
Yeah.
parade goes by, they just like
Yeah.
get to it.
That's why
It's
those balcony rooms and stuff are on along the parade route are so expensive during Mardi Gras because people would sit on those balconies to party and have things thrown up at them as well.
yeah,
You get to watch the whole thing happen below them.
it's very hedonistic.
I mean,
So
that's exactly the right way to put it.
yeah, so yeah, it's probably the only way Scott's gonna get to see these floats is to see them before the parade.
But
So,
wait,
well, I was
go
saying they
for it.
had some cool floats. They had a dragon with like some
Yes.
big wings. Then they had Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, and it's actually lifted straight from Disney's version. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd
It's
probably get sued for that these days. And then
hey,
you
that's
have a
why we
mermaid, and then there's a Frankenstein's monster float that scares T-Bob.
yeah, which was actually kind of a neat one too though. I they did a good job of portraying what the floats kind of like.
Yeah, they only flashed Frankenstein's monster for a second though.
Yeah.
I thought that was really quick,
Yeah.
you know. So, and I know there was a lot of cases around that time and in the 70s where like Universal was very litigious about Frankenstein's monsters representation.
And maybe that's why. Maybe these things are like they didn't get past whatever,
Legal. Yeah.
legal thing. They're like, yeah, you can do it for half a second. That's what allowed to do. You can't make a
Yeah.
whole spectacle of it.
Not fast enough where you can tell if it's got any like the bolts in the neck and the flat head and that kind of stuff is
Yeah.
what Universal would go after. So as you tell him, don't be afraid of Frankenstein. It's just a float powered by a golf cart.
Kind of taking
Yeah.
the magic out of it there, but it's
Well,
not also not powered by golf carts. They're generally powered by like a flatbed truck.
yeah, I was gonna say because those have got to be some really powerful golf carts
Yeah, they're
for those
usually
floats,
like, being pulled by something else, so like a big old dually.
and they have
But,
people riding on them, like sometimes like 20 people on the floats.
oh yeah,
So yeah, so that's a lot of weight for a golf cart. But
generally a
on
lot.
cue, oh, go ahead.
Well, sorry. Well, generally a lot of these floats are built on a flat trailer,
Yeah,
like a wood-based trailer, and they'll have things built up, or they may have a certain kind of base trailer done, and they'll either be built on the back of a like a diesel flatbed truck,
yeah.
or they will be towed by another truck. That's they're a lot bigger and they're making them look a lot heavier than they make them look on here.
Yeah, they'll have like they'll be pulled by a truck or something. It
Yeah,
needs to be something that's got some real pulling power to it
yeah.
because they're
And
heavy,
at the end of the day, the more you know. Okay,
right?
I got to get that little tidbit in here. Uh,
So yeah, on cue, a old man in a golf cart like blasts out from under the Frankenstein float. I'm assuming it's a Frankenstein float since that's when they were looking at,
yeah,
and he is fleeing from who is obviously Slyrax and Cliff Dagger on Piranha.
Slyrax looks like he's from the Village People.
Yeah, he's dressed as an Indian chief, and Cliff Dagger is dressed as like I guess a European clown.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like a
Yeah,
European like mime kind of clown thing.
yeah, he's like a nondescript clown. He's not quite a Harlequin, but he's not
No.
like the Barnum and Bailey and Bozo type clowns either. He's like in this like yellow and what purple polka dotted outfit, and he's got like a floppy hat and
Mm-hmm. In a
his eye
full-on
patch.
mask.
It's obviously Slyrax and Cliff Dagger, and Matt Tracker does not recognize them. Scott doesn't recognize them, even though Piranha's not decorated at all. Piranha is
No,
just Piranha, and there's no other motorcycle and sidecar that looks like that in the world. And
and
they don't figure it out at all.
and Slyrax is wearing his same shades he always wears.
Oh yeah,
And he's got the same facial hair, which you found out is called what?
it's a Doc Holiday. Is
Doc
that
Holliday.
design? Yeah,
The soul patch and the mustache.
yeah.
Yeah, the same thing is on the mask. The what was that?
He'll be your Huckleberry.
The mask. What is the for V for Vendetta? The
Oh, the Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes. Same mustache, soul patch.
Yeah,
Same. That's called the Doc Holiday. So there you
I'm
go.
almost surprised it's not called a Guy Fawkes.
It may be in different areas. Maybe in
Yeah,
yeah, Britain they call it the Guy Fawkes.
and does Guy Fawkes actually have that? Or is that just stylized?
Let
We
me
need
ask
to.
him. I'll go
Yeah,
call him right now.
yeah. Go ask his effigy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both too dead to argue about it.
Yep. So Venom is after a new fuel.
Yeah. Well,
It was well, we find as like the old
well,
guy in the golf cart, he's hauling, by the way.
yeah, it's flying. Like this is like the fastest golf cart on earth. And then as they're looking at, you know, Piranha chasing this golf cart, a little girl runs out and she has a very nasally voice. Okay. And she says, "Help me, mister. Those bad men are after my grandpa." And it's almost like she has almost a lisp or something because like, "Help me,
Yeah.
mister," you know.
That
And I'm making note of this because her voice changes later.
yeah.
Yeah. So they start to help her,
I have
and then
thoughts.
Slyrax and Cliff Dagger return. Like they couldn't catch up with the golf carts. They come back, and yeah, Slyrax, who doesn't recognize Matt Tracker either. Like none of them,
Hey,
their
they're in
disguises are
costume,
all
man.
so great. Yeah, it's like nobody recognizes
Driving
anybody else.
I can see him driving yeah, Thunderhawk and like I don't know who that guy is and he's Robin Hood. He's driving a
Right. That's
car,
not
just
Matt Tracker.
yeah,
That's
car.
Robin's. That can't be Thunderhawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes
So
out of the way, Robin Hood. This
yeah.
little girl is coming with me. And I'm like, that's not a great look even for Sly.
No,
Yeah.
no, we have PSAs about this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then some woman drives up in a sedan and saves the girl whose name is Becky. Okay. So then we cut to Miles Mayhem and Vanessa Warfield driving Jackhammer, chasing Grandpa in the golf cart. And Miles Mayhem is in costume as a monk, and Vanessa Warfield is dressed as like a penitent with like the pointy hood and all that. So, I mean, you'd be forgiven to think she was like a witch, which that I think would have made more sense. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
but they've got like the whole like medieval Catholic thing going.
That it's a weird look for the two of them together like that.
Yeah, I kind of liked her outfit though. She
Oh
had
yeah.
like some nice details. Miles was just like the laziest outfit he could find.
Oh yeah, he threw on a robe.
Yeah,
And
he
also,
he got what was in the discount bin at Party City.
yeah, this was returned and worn to a one party. Still
Yeah.
smells like the sweat from the party.
Yeah, so Grandpa gets his golf cart stuck on a garbage bag. Like the garbage bag is like under and it's rolling with him and he's like
yeah,
at a weird angle. And then so Mayhem then puts on his Viper mask and fires out a jackhammer at him. And, he squirts the camera so we don't see what happened.
you assume he
Yeah.
probably squirts the wheels or the golf cart or whatever.
Or Grandpa. Maybe he just
Ooh.
dissolved Grandpa,
Oh.
They leave us wondering because it's a smash cut then to Matt, Scott, and T Bob examining the burned wreckage of the golf cart. Like
Yep.
this golf cart is just completely like scored black. There's wheels and black melted plastic.
And he does an analysis on it about the residue of the whatever dissolved it.
Yeah, he uses it looks like an Odyssey console.
Yeah.
Like the old video game from the
Yep.
70s. So
But yeah, he kind of figures out what the compound is, and there's only one known compound that would use this.
well, first he finds out that the cart actually exploded from an experimental fuel.
That's where they find out about the fuel. Yeah.
But there's an acid burn on the seat. Yeah, and the acid burn checks out as being the specific formula that Mayhem uses in his Viper mask.
Well, we're done.
Yeah. And like, oh, they know that. They know the
Yeah,
specific compound that Mayhem uses in his Viper mask, but they can't recognize Sly Rax with a headdress on.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm like, come on now.
So it's time to find our new team members for this mission.
Well, right before that though, they find Grandpa's hat and act all surprised that Grandpa's hat is there next to the golf cart that Grandpa was driving that they saw him drive.
What?
Yeah.
By
So
the
yeah,
way,
then they select the mask agents, and this is like the smallest like selection I think they've ever
hey,
chosen.
that's all you need, baby. You need
Yeah,
Dusty and Buddy.
I'm surprised they both weren't already there. You got swamps and you got disguises. So
Man,
who else you gonna
I bet
call?
I bet you the computer just chose them because Dusty's already there, wrestling alligators or somewhere, and Buddy's probably in a bar somewhere trying pretending he's someone else.
Buddy's at a costume party somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
he may have been one of the guys in the crowd we saw earlier. He could have been Cleopatra.
It could have been. But yeah, I don't even, he's not that good. So
No,
the girl,
that's on his own time.
yeah, Becky, they gave Becky a really terrible accent.
Yeah. Oh, well, we haven't got to her yet, though. We still
Okay,
got a little ways
okay.
because we don't get a mask energizing scene with these
No, we don't.
guys.
They just show
And
up.
okay, with Dusty, when his watch goes off, he's making pizza dough and he throws it off to the right of the screen and he runs off and then it falls from above. So I think there was some kind of miscommunication in what it means when you throw dough. Like
Yeah,
it says he
probably.
like throws the dough and he runs off and it falls from the ceiling. Like whoever animated this, I really think they didn't understand what they meant by throw dough because he throws it off to the right, I guess his
Yeah.
left, and then it falls from the ceiling with no explanation of how it got there. Like it's a
Yeah.
boomerang pizza. Okay, and with Buddy, he's waving a car back into the Boulder Hill garage and then runs off as it's backing up and it backs into a barrel, knocking the barrel over. And I think we've seen that one before. That one seems familiar.
It does. It did seem familiar, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know when we saw it, but I think we did.
The boomerang dough was n new though. I had never seen boomerang pizza dough.
No,
So
that would have been. That would have stood out.
so yeah, we get Mask going to I guess Professor Daly's lab and she's missing. She's not at the lab. And they
Yep.
have fire tree branches there. And there's some other professor there, scientist that kind of fills them in about it. And if it's supposed to be like some kind of top secret thing, we don't see any clearance. It's just people come up asking, and this guy's like volunteering all kinds of information.
And they're like Golden Lagoon branches too.
Yeah,
What was that Electrum?
Electrum. Yeah,
Like,
Electrum branches.
covered with
And
the
then we cut again
trees
to
falling
Venom's
out,
swamp
man.
lair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mayhem is trying to force Grandpa, who is blindfolded, to take him to the fire trees. It's like, well, how's he going to take you to the fire trees if he's blindfolded?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Figure it
And
out.
then we find out they found out about this whole thing. They intercepted a transmission from Professor Daly to the Peaceful Nations Alliance about the fire trees.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the fire trees are used to make some kind of super fuel. But they don't know how and they don't know where the trees are. And Grandpa is the linchpin to all this. So they're trying to like intimidate him into giving up how the fuel is made from the fire trees. You know.
Yeah.
So
So
and Mayhem holds up a like a flask, and I guess it's supposed to be super fuel, but he doesn't say that, and it looks like he's waving around like a jar of his own pee. Like this is his pee jar from
'cause it's
Jackhammer.
yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it's just because I'm thinking Mardi Gras and his pee is like,
This is from last night. It'll run
yeah,
anything. There's
I don't
enough
even know
alcohol
who
in
did this.
this.
This isn't mine.
This
I'm gonna pour it on you if you don't tell me where the fire trees are.
I paid a man $5 for this.
Yeah. And then we cut back to, I guess, a Mardi Gras hotel room they're staying in, and Buddy is getting his disguise ready. And he
Yeah,
disguised himself as Ned Flanders.
he kind of did.
Yeah. And then he
He
puts
kind
on
of
his
did.
little black cap. So it's like, well, that kind of ruins the whole disguise because you see that, oh, that's Buddy Hawk's hat. So, yeah.
Let me see. Is this where let me see if I can find it here. Where God, it's like T-Bob's like, "Oh no, you're dragging me into another crazy mission. It'll ruin my makeup."
Oh, yeah. And then we see that Scott and T Bob are wearing some of Buddy's disguise products, which they
Oh
have facial
God.
hair and glasses. And I think uh, T Bob's wearing Grandpa's hat, isn't he?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so he's wearing evidence. So who cares? Right?
Oh man. Um and is it is this where he's gonna have Dusty um going off his own thing and he says, "Feeling rounding up some reptiles, Dusty?" All right. Haven't been swamp slopping in dog's age.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's the
that's
same scene.
fantastic.
Uh,
Fantastic. No notes.
And honestly, I really wish they would have utilized Dusty more in this because they didn't
It
use
should
him
have
as
been his
much as,
episode.
yeah, this should have been a Dusty episode. I mean, he could have been out in the boat. The Jeep is made for the mud and the boats are made for all the other stuff. And
Yep.
he wasn't used all that much. I mean, he was there, but this really should have been a Dusty focus. This is
Underutilized.
this was the episode where you really sold Gator, you know? So,
Oh
oh,
God, that's what there's my so I have a few notes here. I'm going to read these off.
please do.
Uh The branches come from fire trees? Question mark. That's after the Golden Lagoon branch note. Becky's grandpa is a Cajun redneck. Buddy looks like he's from some 70s slash 80s porn. Swamp slopping, don't ever change, Dusty. And Scott gets into Buddy's disguise kit. It looks like he's Doc Venture.
That's funny.
That's my thoughts as I watch this. He does. He has Doc Venture's facial hair with
Yeah, he
like the
does.
the the chin strap. Anyways, yeah, that's when we have Buddy. He's gonna go kind of infiltrate the underbelly of New Orleans
Mhm.
and try to find out what's going on here.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you weren't specific, but yeah, you're right. Buddy's disguise looks a lot like John Holmes.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
God, yes. It's the mustache. I think the mustache and the shades and the
It's the
hat,
hair too, dude.
the
He had the
hair.
the hair. I mean,
God. Yeah.
next time he's gonna dress up like Ron Jeremy or something,
If you know, you know, guys.
right? It's my hedgehog disguise.
Maybe
Oh,
like
so yeah, really. Oh, that's not dead air. That's
oh, that's no, sorry. I just had to stop thinking about Brit dressing up like Ron Jeremy. Um, anyways.
So there's a some kind of auction or meeting or something going on where Venom's gonna auction off the super fuel or whatever, and it's really not clear on like they only have like a vial of it, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It
Is
seems
do
like
we
they're trying to scam rich people with the super fuel.
well, we find out, well, I don't know if we find out later. It only takes a drop at a time. So you can sell you split up this vial certain several different ways. And it's gonna go a long way.
Yeah, and that's what Buddy's attending in disguise. He's found
Yes.
out about this, so that's what he's going to infiltrate. And yeah, they're trying to like I guess they're taking bids on it or whatever. We just hear Sly Rax yelling, "I got $500,000's not enough." Like he laughs at this guy. I guess was that Louis? I guess we find out later
Yes.
that he's
It's
arguing
like
with.
Louis sent me. Funny
Yeah.
thing that I'm
Oh
Louis.
yeah.
I
Well,
didn't send you.
yeah. Isn't that the guy he was haggling with originally?
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, Buddy slips out while they're haggling, and he finds Professor Daly and starts to free her. But Cliff Dagger saw him slip out, so he and Sly Rax just leave the the negotiation
Yeah.
to go see. I mean, he couldn't just send Cliff to go do it, So they all just abandon it, and they ask Buddy, "Who are you? Yeah, why are you here? Or whatever. Who sent you?" And
Louis
he
sent
says,
me.
"Louis." Like, uh,
That's when Louis walks in.
well, I
Funny
know it's
thing.
just funny because Louis is such a common name in
Yeah.
Louisiana. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
Yeah, and then a guy named Louis shows up who sounds like Gambit.
Yeah, because they all sound like that in New Orleans apparently.
Yeah.
Funny thing,
So,
Dad, I didn't send you.
yeah, I didn't send you, and they go, well, another Louis. That's like,
No, that was Louis from your cousin's side.
yeah, Louis de Fontaine. Just pull
Yeah,
some like French gibberish out and just run with it.
he was a vampire. We
No,
were
no.
close. Um, anyways,
That's Louis de Pont du Lac.
yes,
Yes.
he got me the Fontaine that threw me back to Louis. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
So anyway, interview with Super Fuel.
that's the name of the episode now.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, Scott and T Bob then because they're going out for some pralines,
Oh, that's
and
right.
and then they see Dagger just drive by with Professor Daly in the passenger seat of Jackhammer.
Jackhammer.
This
Look,
is an important note.
Venom should really learn what Scott and T-Bob look like, first of all.
Yeah. Well, Scott and T Bob didn't recognize them when they're in their costumes, but
Yeah.
they can recognize Venom right away when they drive by with a strange person in the passenger seat.
Yep.
Which, like I said, this is important for later because she's not going to be there later. Okay, so they try to radio Matt, and he's out of range. So of course we're just gonna hop on T-Bob and just drive into the Louisiana swamp to try to find Dad.
How is T-Bob out of range?
I don't know.
Rich.
I mean it's it
Hickory.
hurts.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it listened. Are you training it?
Coming close. Come out. No, I'm not. I just
Yeah.
got lucky.
Wow.
Uh,
That's the
I
first time
wish
I
I could
saw it
do.
like actually obey.
Come this way.
Your camera is like the dumb robot on Iron Man that keeps like hosing
Oh,
him
it
down.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, no, don't,
It,
no, don't do that. Don't.
you do
No.
it. Ooh, ow, ow. What do you say? He's gonna give it to like the community college or something like that? Oh,
uh,
so yeah, they drive out into just the swamp to go find Matt and warn him. And this is actually there's something cool at this part because you see like Gator and Thunderhawk driving through the swamp,
yeah.
and then you see Scott and T-Bob driving through the swamp. And if you notice, there's three layers to this animation.
I
There's
didn't see that.
there's the background layer.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and then you have the main animation layer with the characters. It's in the middle, and there's an overlay of like tree branches and stuff, and it creates a 3D
Huh.
effect where the upper layer moves, to the right faster than the animated characters, and then the background moves slowly. But they had to move the animation and change out the cells in between those two other layers without like disturbing them. So
Wow. Pretty
that's
good.
a pretty tricky technique, and you usually only see that like in higher end animation features. Like you see that in a lot of like the older Disney stuff.
So what you're telling me is they used all the budget from this one just to animate it because they didn't use it in the writing.
Oh yeah, no, this is but the animation, especially this part,
Uh-huh.
it's cool. You don't usually see this level of technique used in regular afternoon TV cartoons.
Yeah, you don't.
So they really it was good. And as I've got a little bit of a background in art and animation, so
You understand it more than other people might.
yeah, I saw that and I was like, wow, that's cool. So yeah, they did a great job on just and it's just a transitional scene showing them drive through, but they put a lot of effort into that. That's not easy. So
Um,
Scott
I
and T-Bob just encounter Becky
yeah.
in the swamp.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I have a note here. I don't know why I have it here, but maybe you can help me out here. We really missed out seeing T-Bob wrestle a nutria. Okay, you don't know either?
Oh, I mean, I'm guessing because of the next scene.
That's
Because
what it is. Okay, I
when
get a little ahead of you there.
yeah, when they see Becky, they crash, and all three, and T-Bob, Scott, and Becky all end up in I mean, first I thought it was swamp water, but I guess it was quicksand.
Yeah, apparently, well, okay, honestly, muddy, swampy, soil.
Yeah.
I've been in when I was doing my soils research back in school. You'd stand in it. I shouldn't have stood in my regular shoes, but I did. You stand in it, and you look down, and you'll be 3 inches deeper before you even realize it.
Oh yeah.
That stuff does happen. It'll pull you down. So this is the most believable version of quicksand that I've seen in a show.
We used to play with it. We get on it and work our feet back and forth and make it sink, and then see how far we could get and still pull it out and like keep your shoes on.
There's a reason why I have a pair of knee-high muck boots, as they're called, because they're completely watertight and they go up to your knees. So if you get into an area like that, you can, you don't lose your boots and it doesn't get into your feet and everything. Because that's kind of stuff also
In
has a
some
lot of
cases, it's not enough. You need like the hip waders or all the way up to the chest.
I got those as well.
Yeah, because
That's what you need when you work on a nature degree.
well, and especially if you go in the outdoors a lot in the Gulf Coast, because
Yeah.
it's all swampy all the way around the Gulf
Oh
Coast.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean Houston here it's built on a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're Houston is a bowl. It's a
yeah,
cement bowl is what it is.
yeah, floating on a swamp that is
Just like New
sinking.
Orleans.
Yep,
New Orleans is below sea level, y'all.
yep.
Anyways,
So we're far enough inland though where it doesn't hurt so bad.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely
Galveston
far
always
enough.
takes that hit.
So,
But
anyways,
yeah, so T-Bob uses like his
extended
really,
arms.
yeah, stretchy, long, extendy arms, which I don't think I've ever seen his arms extend this far before. But he grabs onto a tree branch and pulls them all out.
Uh-huh.
And then as they're out, he falls from the tree and then bounces out of frame. And I guess that's when you're thinking he should have wrestled a nutria.
If you've been around New Orleans, nutria, they were imported for furs. They're giant rodents.
Well, that they were imported also to eat some of the plants
Yes.
to clear
Well,
the
yeah,
waterways, and
yeah,
they're
it was
invasive. So
yes. So they're a good kind of knockoff fur, and also they yes they are invasive. So they kind of set up their own
they're
little part of
South
the.
American, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were brought up from South America. Yeah. So yeah,
But they look like beavers, and then when they come
they do.
out, they don't have that wide flat tail. They have like a rat-like tail, which when I first encountered them as a kid, people called them nutria rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are apparently good eating if you're into that.
That's one thing they try to do to mitigate
Yeah.
their population because they're invasive. They started putting out like recipes for how to prepare them to try to encourage people to eat them. And I've never known anyone to eat a nutria.
Oh, I've seen it a lot. It's like well in off Pensacola Bay where I grew up. Because lionfish are extremely invasive in the Gulf.
Yeah.
They have a big rodeo to catch all the lionfish you can, and they'll make like lionfish dip. They'll do all kinds of things like that. They'll do a big thing, and so it's a good way to try to deal the population. Anytime you see a lionfish in the Gulf of Mexico, grab it because someone did is throw out their fish from their aquarium and they got in the
Yeah.
water
They're
and
not supposed to be here.
no, and they are bad, 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 bad. There's a lot of
Yeah.
bad things that are in our ecosystems.
I
Yeah, I
wasn't where
actually
you could eat them. I thought they were venomous.
well, their spines are venomous, but their meat is edible. Yes.
Oh, okay.
They're not poisonous as a meat. Their spines
That's,
are venomous though.
I guess
So
that's a plus.
yeah, you just catch them, and probably there was probably a certain kind of certain kind of glove or something you have to wear to handle them,
Yeah.
and then they take them back, and they people who know how to prepare them, cut off the venomous parts, and apparently there's really good white meat in there, and yeah,
Doesn't sound
um,
much different from catfish.
I mean,
They
yeah,
have
yeah,
they have poison spines too. So
I love me some catfish, but
don't let them stick you.
no, and God, think of all the different fish we have in the Gulf that you've seen a sheep's head, right?
Yeah.
Those they have like human looking teeth incisors
Yeah.
because they eat barnacles. But that's because of that they actually taste like shrimp because they eat all just shellfish. So
Hmm.
you taste like that's why I think nutria probably tastes like probably like swampy plants. I can't imagine they taste great. Um
It's all in how you prepare it. I mean,
oh
you can get
yeah,
alligator etouffee in Louisiana. That's
alligator's tasty. I've had it before.
I do. I
Frog
like it too. It
frog
depends
legs
on what
suck.
part. Really, I
Yes.
love frog legs.
Uh
They're like little drumsticks.
I probably just had badly prepared ones.
Yeah. My dad
Also
used to make them. He actually was grew up in Louisiana. So
well, he probably knew how to make them. I've had it at a seafood festival.
you had to cut the tendons on them when they jump out of the frying pan.
Oh God, that's horrible. Um, but yeah, so had that, what other meat was I thinking about? I had that was interesting. Oh yeah, wild boar. Wild boar is very tasty, but it's very gamey. You have to actually prepare it a certain way.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
gotta make sure you cook it thoroughly though, because they carry a lot of parasites too.
well, yeah, and I'd always cook anything pork thoroughly.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it comes from a farm that's safe. I still going to cook it thoroughly because it wigs me out.
And at least I know here in Texas, there's no limit or season on them. They are fair
Oh
game
no,
any
there's
time of the year.
there's actually there's an open season for Eglin Air Force Base, which is around Fort Walton Beach, Florida, on the coast there.
Hmm.
Eglin Air Force Base is overrun with wild boar, and they are bad for the indigenous longleaf pines. They
Yeah,
will eat a pine, like a pine sapling, and if you know anything about longleaf pines, they're extremely I'm saying in danger, but
threatened.
they're threatened because so much lumber was used from them because they're great trees for lumber.
Yeah, and
Um,
they're in the not the trees, but the boars are invasive also.
yes, they are.
Yeah.
I think they're Vietnamese or Southeast Asian.
Well, there's that, and I mean they're feral from brought over from the Spanish too.
Yeah, that's true too.
And
So
they get
yeah,
big. I've seen some that you'd mistake for a cow
they get
in a field.
huge.
Yeah, and they will hurt you
If
and everything you love.
if you've seen the movie Send Help, it's a fairly newer movie. Um, they're all like basically trapped on an island, and she kills a wild boar with a spear, and it keeps coming because they don't stop.
Yeah.
They will run you down after you've stuck them full of holes. They will still run you down. Like there, if you've seen Game of Thrones, you know Robert Baratheon got killed. He got gouged, not gouged, gored
Yeah.
by a
A
boar.
boar. Yeah.
Boars are extremely dangerous. So that's why there's always a season on them, but you gotta be careful, man. They're bad. But they will ravage longleaf pine. And longleaf pine is also so endangered because um, they're slower growing. So a lot of places would plant loblolly pine and it's like some brush pines for quick lumber.
Hmm.
But longleaf pine is actually a part of the ecosystem here in the southeast. Anyways, that's your lesson for today,
Well,
everybody.
and there's nothing that those boars won't eat. They're omnivores.
Oh,
So,
oh yeah.
yeah.
And you can I know this also because of my degree. You could survive on boiling longleaf pine needles. They're full of vitamin C.
Mm.
Yeah, they're very astringent, but you can that's they're a good source of vitamin C. So you've had to yeah survive out in the woods, you can actually do that.
They'll keep you from getting scurvy. Arr.
You know, oranges are not the highest vitamin C thing out there. Bell peppers, longleaf pine needles. So there you go. There's your
Nerd.
nature corner today, kids. Anyways, back to this.
Yeah. What are we talking about again?
So
Okay.
Cliff
So,
Dagger does what all Cliff Dagger does when they had some. Oh,
oh, real quick. Becky doesn't sound nasally anymore. This is where she has her Cajun accent
no, yeah,
comes
she
in.
goes from like the first little girl. Now she sounds like she's got some broken English native thing, but it's supposed to sound like backwoods Cajun.
Yeah.
And she talks like, what's
But
good?
she still doesn't sound quite Cajun. She sounds
No,
like she's got some Quebecer French.
she's like, God, how do you think of a like this thing like
Or is it Quebecois? Is that how you say it?
Quebecois. So
Yeah.
instead of saying we're going to the store, she would say something like, "We go to the store now," or something. She'd say it some weird way. It sounds like they're trying to sound like a Native American, and it sounds terrible.
It's not even like the Gambit level of the
No,
Cajun accent. It's
it's like
yeah,
she
it's
was.
like they're trying to do a French accent, like a regular French accent
They
with
try to do
broken
that.
English.
They
Yeah.
try to do a French American like Cajun accent, and they hit or Creole. They don't get close at all.
No, they miss Acadia by a mile.
Yeah, dude, I have listened to a couple of true Creole rednecks talking, and it sounds like a completely foreign language. Even though
Oh
this
yeah,
it's a
and
mishmash
this
of
is when they're speaking English.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, it's a mishmash of French, of some Caribbean, and some English all together. That's
Yeah.
the Creole language. So
Oh yeah. Well, even like straight up Cajuns,
yeah,
the accent can be so thick sometimes that they're speaking English to you, but you won't understand it at all.
you ever watch Justin Wilson?
Oh yeah,
Justin Wilson is a very easy to understand Cajun guy.
yeah,
He is like the guy you want to interpret for other Cajuns.
yeah.
I
He'd
get
tell you
one
what the other
thing.
guy just said to you in English.
Yes. Oh, oh, like, what did you just say? Oh, he said, you gonna take a truck around back and load it up on all right? Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, yeah, good. That's how they would talk to you. That's probably taken away out of, what how they would usually sound. But
you,
that's
you just made people mad, I'm sure.
I know I did. I do that, man. I'm so bad. If I didn't make like a Chinese guy mad this week, at least I made a Cajun guy mad. They're closer to me
Uh,
though. That's worse.
I guess that's the bright side here is there's no Bruce Sato imitations from you this week. We get your terrible gambit this time.
Oh, whoo. Oh, Brucey.
Yeah.
Brucey, Brucey.
Let's just move on. No, don't even just
Oh,
give the man a
Brucey,
break.
Brucey.
Give him a week off.
Why does Becky sound like broken English,
Oh,
Nate?
you just had
Okay,
to do
anyways,
it.
moving on.
You're so
Oh, God,
I'm canceling you right
if
now.
you
You were
didn't
canceled.
say it, I wouldn't have done it.
You know that
Um,
that wasn't an invitation.
it
That
never
was
is.
that was me being thankful that you didn't have to do
It's
it.
never an invitation.
So
I
anyway, they're all pulled out of this quicksand or muck or whatever they're sinking in, but they don't have any dirt or mud on their out. They are perfectly clean.
That's the cleanest mud I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no, so the animators didn't care to like have any continuity between those scenes. And
Man.
then Becky warns Scott not to follow the path he's on because it's an alligator path. And Scott's being a misogynist and says he's not going to listen to a girl, even though T-Bob's like, "Hey, maybe you should listen to her. She lives out here.
Yeah. You
Like
should
she knows this."
probably listen to her, Scott.
Yeah. And then they encounter a gator, so you had to have an alligator somewhere in this.
Where's
And
Dusty?
then,
I have to wrestle this thing.
yeah. And then, well, Scott and T-Bob run back to Becky while she laughs at them. And they decide we're gonna walk you home, Becky. Like we're gonna do what you said. And it's like, she's thinking tourists.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, she's probably thinking, oh, they don't know nothing.
She
I
probably
get
has
it.
a name for that alligator.
Oh, this is just Brucey. He don't hang
Yeah.
out in the swamp.
What was the one in G.I. Joe
Oh
with
God,
Gung Ho, his family up there? And, oh, that's little Shoo Shoo or whatever his
I
name
can't
was.
remember, dude. That's been so long. I love that.
Yeah.
God,
So
freaking bazooka. Anyways,
so yeah, then so T Bob wants to go back to New Orleans. He wants to go back to the city. He's
really,
done with all the swamp and everything.
let me see if I can find a line that he said in here. No, I can't. Uh,
But we find
no.
out Buddy
Oh,
is
no.
locked.
That's where he says when they decide to walk her back. I listened to her, Scott. Becky's lived her all her life.
Yeah.
She's just a girl. That's
Yeah.
then he gets a big come ups pretty quickly.
Yep.
Anyways, she's
So
just a girl.
so we find
Anyways.
out Buddy's been locked in a closet this whole time. Like
Like, where you been, buddy? I've been
Ven-
locked up in the closet.
Venom and Louis. Louis just disappears. We don't see Louis anymore. But Buddy is like, and it's a tiny closet. He looks all cramped up in it.
Yeah.
And so we see that now Sly Rax is riding in Jack Hammer's passenger seat, and Professor Daly is tied up like in the back floorboard or something.
Yeah. There's a little chase here though. And Sly pours a drop of the fuel into Jack Hammer's fuel tank.
Yeah, that's when Gator and Thunderhawk roll it and they see them. Yeah, and then they're driving and he just puts some super fuel, like hangs out the
Drop.
window. Yeah, and just puts a drop in there. He's like, let's show him what the super fuel does to
He
Jackhammer.
does donuts.
Yeah, and knocks trees down and boxes
Yes.
in Gator and Thunderhawk. And the trees are too dense there for Thunderhawk to fly, so
Yeah.
it can't fly. So they get boxed in by trees as it goes to Looney Tunes, man.
Really quickly.
Yeah, it's like Jackhammer is the Tasmanian devil, just knocking trees down. You know,
Oh, and
and then they leave. It's like they keep leaving their enemies. They throw Buddy in a closet.
well, they're looking for the research facility
Oh
where
yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to get him taken to the research facility, and they find it's like an old shack in the swamp. And
Well,
dude, hmm? Sorry.
also when Jackhammer's driving around, Dusty keeps trying to blast him, and he can't even like catch them. They're moving so fast.
Yeah. So they approach this shack in the woods where they're doing this research for the fire trees.
Yeah, well, that's Becky and the boy, or Becky, Scott, and T Bob arrive
Yes.
there.
Well, they so it's all wooden, right?
Yeah, it's like an old wooden shack.
Old shack in the swamp. What does Cliff Dagger do? Torch fire.
Oh
He
wait, we're
burns.
not there yet.
Okay.
We got some build up before that.
Sorry. Jumped ahead there.
Yeah, well, Venom shows up with Professor Daly and is trying to trade her to Grandpa
Oh, that's right.
for the location of the
Case
fire
of the fire
trees.
trees.
And we find out Grandpa's name is Jacques.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of
Because,
course it
you
is.
know, he's obviously he's French.
Je
What is
m'appelle
it?
Jacques Cousteau.
Oh,
So, yeah, then Becky shows Scott and T-Bob Grandpa's laboratory that he has inside his wooden cabin. And it's like Heisenberg's lab, and
it is. It looks like a meth lab, dude.
it does.
It looks like a meth lab in the middle of the swamp, which is a real thing, by the way.
Yeah, it's like, mm-hmm.
That's what Grandpa's been doing out there.
Yeah.
You don't bring them boys around my workshop. I got to make another delivery.
Yeah, and real this is all how Grandpa distills the tree sap from the fire trees to make the super fuel, which they use for lamp oil.
Yeah.
And then there's a residue that's like filtered off of it, it's left in the bottom, and they can't use that because it's too volatile. It's explosive.
It's blue, by the way.
Yeah, it's blue, whereas the super fuel is urine
Yellow.
yellow.
Yes. It's
So,
golden, man. It's a golden
go.
shower
Yeah.
fuel.
Okay, El Duce. Oh, so yeah, so we get the backstory on that, and we find out that they've used that for lamp oil for generations,
Yep.
and then the trees got sick.
There's blight on the trees,
Yeah,
like the bananas.
and yeah, then and they never go back and pick it. We never find out why the trees got sick.
No, it's not really. You know what? I had a funny feeling they're going to make a nature thing about it, like how nature's suffering or something like that. But they never got there.
Yeah, that part of the plot got cut out.
Yeah, which
So
is fine. Whatever.
then Venom arrives. That's when Venom arrives. This is what you're talking about. At
Yeah.
Grandpa's cabin, and T-Bob and the kids hide in a very roomy chest. It's like a foot locker, like look like a pirate treasure chest, really. And they get inside, and it's got enough room for all three of them inside, even though it is way too small for all of them to
It,
fit in.
it's like we're watching that movie Squirm. Like the sister ends up falling in this Foot Locker thing.
Totally, I
Yeah.
thought of that too.
Because we had just watched it, you've seen it several times, and she survives the night of the earthworm or what
The flesh-eating
flesh-eating
earthworms.
earthworms by hiding in a chest.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's like a deluge of flesh-eating earthworms too. It's not like it
it,
covers
it
the whole
is
house.
it's a
That movie's
fun bad
crazy.
movie. Check it
Yeah.
out.
Watch the
Squirm.
Mystery Science Theater version if you can. That's a lot
I need to
easier.
watch that now.
Yeah, it's
I
very
watched the
funny.
I watched the regular version.
Yeah.
Don't make sure you
Uh,
get your egg cream ready.
I was gonna say, yeah, you gotta have egg cream while you watch it. So as soon as they arrive, Venom arrives, Rax gets out and goes, "What a dump!"
Yeah, it's a shack in the freaking swamp, man. Sorry, they
Yeah,
don't have a submarine for you to pal around in.
right. And then, yeah, they go to open the door of this wooden cabin, as you said, full of super fuel distillation lab equipment,
They didn't try
and
the door.
he uses, and it's like a screen door.
Torch fire. It
Yeah, he
burns the.
blasts the door open with fire. And it's like, how dumb are you? And Vanessa, again, is like the only person that knows what's going on. She's like, can't you open a door like everyone else?
Vanessa is the most competent person on the team. I will say that once again. Most competent person. She could run Venom much better than Miles Mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
So Miles, let me take over your money. I'll give
I
it
think if you had
successful.
Vanessa and Slyrax, they'd have won by now.
Maybe.
I think Mayhem and Dagger are just holding the whole team back.
Mayhem is twirling his mustache if he could. Yes, I found a new plot to get rich. I'm already rich, but it doesn't matter. I'll get more rich.
Yeah, and he never presses his advantage. He just,
No.
as soon as one thing goes awry, there's no plan B. It's just retreat.
Retreat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and swear you're gonna get back at him.
I'll
And
get you, Mask.
I understand that's a trope for like '80s villains
Oh
anyway.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, really? So yeah, they loot the labin. It's a lab cabin, so labin.
There you go, Lavin.
Yeah,
That's almost a bad word to say on here, but yes.
yeah, and then they tie Grandpa Jacques and Professor Daly to a tree. That's just
Yep.
I don't
I,
understand
I
why
don't.
you can just leave them in the cabin. You know, you're taking all the stuff.
They
They're
just
not fighting you.
Venom always makes things more complicated than he need to.
Yeah. So they split the team up because what is it Vanessa and Sly, I think, go out to tie them up
Yeah. Yeah.
or something. Yeah. Anyway, so Mask arrives and fires a crater to keep Venom away from their vehicles as they're carrying all the stuff out. Matt says,
Yep.
yeah, keep them from their
Oh,
vehicle.
they fall in the crater.
Yeah. And Miles Mayhem falls in the bottom and it looks like he's buried alive.
It does actually.
Yeah. And I thought, oh, well, that's going to be funny, you know. And then, of course, Matt comes out with his like pun. He's like, "Oh, Venom, your name is Mud," as they're all half buried in mud. And Vanessa fires whip at him.
But actually, before this all happened, isn't that where Scott snuck out and
No,
altered?
not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Hmm.
So
You found them?
actually,
Pit.
this is what we're leading to. You're talking where the kids in T-Bob get the fuel tanks while
Yeah.
they're all yeah,
Where
fight,
they
yeah.
fall. I'm trying to think of the sequence. They fell into the pit. They all
Yeah. And
buried in there.
then they bury him alive. And then your name is Mud. And then the kids in T-Bob come out with the volatile, thicker
The blue one.
residue. Yeah.
Yes.
From the distillation process and put some of that in all of Venom's like fuel tanks, which all we
Yes.
have there is Piranha, Switchblade, and Jackhammer. They didn't bring
Yes.
Manta.
She's not bringing that into the swamp.
Yeah, no, that's her
Be
baby.
nice.
That's at home in the garage. It's probably got a nice cover on it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So
And
anyway, they do that, and then Dusty backlashes Venom and to making Mayhem drop the super fuel. Like he breaks his vials of super fuel that he's carrying out, or his flasks, or whatever it is. So they lose all the super fuel, and they go to flee. They thought basically we got to retreat. So they hop in Jackhammer, Piranha, and Switchblade, and the residue makes. I thought they were gonna blow up because that's what he said is explosive. But that's
yeah,
not what it does.
it seemed
It
like it was almost like they had super version of the field, but it made them out of control.
it does the monsters like high speed like
Yeah.
movement with the
Whoa.
yeah, and they all go haywire. All their vehicles go haywire.
Yeah.
Uh
Switchblades like all over the place.
yeah, Piranha crashes first, and then Rax grabs onto Switchblade's strut to hang on.
Yeah.
And Mayhem's like, yeah, grab on, Rax. Like he's the only one that Mayhem even cares about. Vanessa and Cliff are in
Jackhammer.
Jackhammer just driving crazy through the woods.
We're doing a wheelies on in Jackhammer through the woods.
Yeah, knocking down trees and just they can't control it. And then Jackhammer, sorry, Switchblade is trying to fly. It's all crazy. Converts to jet mode and it takes off and it's like doing circles in the air and
I have to ask, so Cyrax is on the strut and then it
yeah,
converted to jet mode.
yeah.
That's not a good thing for a guy to be on that strut then.
They're flying to the hospital because yeah, those struts like pull up, don't they, and
Yeah,
like
they do.
lock
They
in.
fold up
Yeah,
underneath where the wings go. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They become like the guns, don't
they
they?
do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you have guns that pop out of the front of those. And you have guns that come out of the front of the cockpit on either side. Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking like the struts, so they turn into guns under the wings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where Slyrax is hanging on, and it's doing like supersonic loops. So I hope he stilettoed himself to the fuselage because he's
Oh
gonna have a
God.
bad
Oh
time,
God.
right? So,
Bam, I'm dying.
and that's kind of where they leave it.
Yep.
Like they don't try to capture Venom. They don't do anything. Yeah, that's where we
He's
get
wrapped
left up.
up.
And then we cut to later, and Mask is out fishing with the big picnic set up. And Buddy comes back and says the Peaceful Nations Alliance will keep Venom away from the fire trees, Grandpa and Becky.
Yeah. So they're gonna give him like arm protection essentially.
Yeah. So nobody cares about Professor Daly.
No.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do? I mean, really?
And we don't find out why the fire trees were sick.
Nope. They just glossed over it.
Yeah.
So
So
there you go.
then Scott decides he's gonna be funny and puts a drop of the super fuel residue in T-Bob's tank, which isn't T-Bob. I don't know. I guess it maybe his scooter mode uses
I would have thought he's
fossil
all electric,
fuels.
but what do I know?
Yeah, I was thinking he was all electric too. He seems like an electric scooter. But yeah, then he goes crazy and he is like running straight through tree trunks and destroying the area as everyone sits around and laughs and mocks him. And you can really hear uh Dusty's like like his Gomer Pyle laugh.
It so is. Oh,
Shazam! You know?
pretty much.
And it's like
Like,
and
okay,
it
guys.
doesn't damage T-Bob at all. Like I said, he's doing the Tasmanian devil thing where he's like just cutting T-Bob shaped holes through all the trees, all the cypress trees and stuff out there. So
100%.
yeah. And
Um,
then we get to the PSA, which it's use the phone to call for emergencies, or if you don't know the number to your emergency services,
all
use the
911.
operator. Because this is in a pre
Oh,
911
that's right. This
world.
dial zero, if you don't know the call, this is, it didn't have 911. That's why I said not 911. It was pre 911.
It was right as 911 was getting rolled out in like the major cities.
Yeah, and I mean I
I don't
guess I
think we got
forgot
911.
how
I
new
want to
it
say till
really
like
is.
88, maybe 80,
Something like that.
89.
Yeah.
And I
Because it
think
was
that's
a
why they made all
huge,
the TV shows like Rescue 911. That was like
yeah.
Shatner thing. I guess that was kind of a ploy to like get it in everybody's head.
Probably. I mean, there was a it was a
I don't
huge
know.
campaign to get people to use 911.
Yeah.
Now
And
you
was it
like,
like in the UK, isn't it like 999 or something
yeah,
like
something
that?
like
Yeah.
that. And like now you have like, 911 calls are used as evidence. 911, that's your emergency. People are like, I'm dying, someone shot me, and then they'll timestamp that. That's the 911's a pretty big thing now, but back then it wasn't.
I still think it was a terrible idea because this is the time when, yeah, we had touch tone phones, but there were still a lot of rotary phones out there.
Oh yeah.
And nine was one of the longest things to dial. So,
111. At least wasn't using zero. You had to call the operator.
yeah. But well, a lot of the other ones were used like 211, 411, and 711 already had
411's
uses.
information, man.
Yeah. And one of those was the 811 or it was like time and temperature or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. We had all kinds of weird numbers you could call back then for like younger folks that don't remember this.
Yeah, when I was bored, I would call the time and weather thing ever so often, or I'd call the movie theater number, and then you'd listen to all the movie theater times.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do, and I got in trouble so many times with this because the phone network was very slow and laggy.
Uh-huh.
So you could dial your own phone number and hang up, and then your phone would ring. Like it would make its way through their network and it would call you. You could call your own number if you hung up fast enough. And I
Nice.
would do that and watch like my family run for the phone. And yeah, then immediately you'd hear boo, and I would get in trouble. Like they knew it was me every time, but it was
Nice.
worth it because I never stopped doing it. In fact, I was kind of sad when the phones were
Caught
updated
up.
where they wouldn't do that anymore. Now you just get your voicemail.
Nice. Well, that's just how things go. They
Yeah.
got better.
I
And that's
mean,
this
when
episode.
you weren't prank calling other people, you could prank call your own house.
Yeah, I
And
don't
they'd
know why
get
they can't
mad
redo that.
because that was my dad's like business phone too, was the house phone because he ran his own business.
Well, yeah, there you
And so, yeah, they'd think it was a client calling us, there's no one on the line. And I,
go.
I'm still laughing about it.
Well,
Who's got the last laugh now? Me.
oh man, that's dark, but yes, you
Yeah.
do.
I mean, I'm still laughing about it, is what I'm talking about. It's still funny.
Oh,
And my kids would do it if it worked. My little
yeah.
gremlins.
Well, you could just be like you laugh like Dusty about it.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Golly.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he did that. So there's that.
Golly, Sergeant Marcus. I mean, sorry, Captain Marcus. I mean, Sergeant Carter and Captain Marcus were the same guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that is our episode of Mask for this week. You
Yeah.
learned a lot, hopefully, if you listened.
It
Uh,
was a goofy episode, but it was fun. I guess it's
yeah,
like Jay who said when they're bad,
they're
they're
better
more
to
fun.
talk about.
Yeah. There's more to discuss when they're
Yeah.
bad. If it was a good, straightforward episode, we'd like, yeah, that was nice. Well, bye
Yep.
guys.
All right, everyone. Thanks for being here, and hope to hear from you soon. If you want to email us at morethanmeetstheseguys at gmail.com, join the Discord. I just started a Facebook group page, so I'll keep adding more to that. I just haven't had a lot of time to do it here really recently, but I'm gonna keep adding things as we do it here as well. So,
Send us your
anyways,
favorite Cajun recipes.
please send us your nutria recipes. I want to
Oh yeah.
compare them. And until then, next time, talk to you later.
Bye.
See ya.